Hi, today I'm going to show you how to deploy your API to GCP. So as you can see in here, I have a simple Node.js app. This is as simple as you can get. As you can see, I have two endpoints and I'm sending back a string. You can send back a JSON in JSON format if you want. But here I simply just want it to be as simple as possible. So this is a Node.js app. Of course, I'm assuming that you have already developed your whole app up until you got to this point. And so we're gonna deploy this to Cloud Run on GCP. So we have to Dockerize it. So for that, I have my Docker file in here on the root of my project. As you can see, also, this is not optimized, not anything. You can get it better, but this is as simple as you can get. Okay, so in order to deploy it to GCP, we're gonna use a few commands. So open a terminal. You can do it on VS Code. You can do it on VS Code. So let's just copy the first line that you see here, gcloud auth login, and run it. Pick your account. And now I'm authenticated. I can even close this and go back to VS Code. Okay, now we're gonna configure a project, and here you have to use your project ID. gcloud config set project and your project ID. In my case, is IAPVM123. You're gonna see your project ID on your Google Cloud Console. So also I'm just running the commands one by one just to show you what each one does, but you could as well just run this whole script. Okay, done. So you got to configure Docker. Awesome. So now I'm going to enable the APIs to use the artifact registry and to use the Google Cloud Run. So again, just copy those two lines and run them. Done. Now I'm going to run this portion of my script, which is going to create the repository to which I'm going to deploy my Docker image. After that, if you want to be sure, you can just go to your Google Cloud Console and you can type artifact registry. And you can see that I created a registry called my repo, just like what I have in here. Perfect. So now we're gonna Dockerize and push this app to the repo that we have just created by running those lines. Okay, so after a minute or two, I got a success message. If I go to my GCP console, enter my repo, you can see that I have my Node Cloud Run app that I have just pushed, right? So now we're gonna deploy it to Cloud Run, and the image has to be exactly the name of the Docker image that you pushed, and make sure that you have allow and authenticated so that it's open to the internet. Okay, so copy and run this command. Okay, so the service has been deployed and I got an URL. If we just visit it, and you see I have my endpoint. Now the other endpoint that I had was ping, that's gonna return pong. So now what if I want to add another endpoint? So let me just copy this endpoint and I'm going to have another one. It's going to say work and it's going to return it works. Okay, whatever. Now if we go back to our script, I only need to run the commands to build and push the image and then to redeploy my app. So if I just copy those commands and paste it on the terminal, after 2 minutes, I got a success message. So let me test my new endpoint. I had ping, still works, and I had the work one. And it works.